Okay, what's next? Because our tariffs are reciprocal, we'll just get it back on April 2nd. So what are you complaining about then? Does it actually matter at all? Why are you complaining if you're just going to get it back? Which obviously you're not, because that's not how tariffs work. Again, that's not how tariffs work. You might as well just call it what it is, which is an import tax. Okay, so not that he is going to scrape it all back on April 2nd. However, even if he did scrape it back on April 2nd, it wouldn't be money coming from Canada. It would be money from the person buying something from Canada and then paying that tariff as they take it from someone. They pay it and then pass it on to the consumer. And yes, obviously a lot of you know that. You absolutely know that. So, you know, he's not going to get it all back on April 2nd because you couldn't possibly scrape all of that back in one day. And also, even if he did, it wouldn't be coming from Canada. Canada is a tariff abuser, says the man who has literally been flapping them around like it's a loaded weapon. Right? Oh, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you, Canada. You want me to get... No, I'm not going to. Okay, you're going to go. Okay, you're going to... I'm going to get you. I'm going to get... But no, Canada is the tariff abuser. Right. It's that narcissistic relationship thing coming in again, isn't it? Right? The narcissist cannot be the abuser and must always be the victim. Always. And when the victim, in this instance, the abused, the victim, like Canada, stands up and says, actually, I'm going to call you out, I'm going to call your bluff, and I'm going to stand up for myself, the narcissist turns around and goes, you're being so mean to me. That's not the way that this normally operates. Normally, I do the thing, and then you succumb and do what I want. Why won't you just do it, Canada? This is like one of those narcissism things, right? Oh, and by the way, you're the victim. You're the abuser, Canada. You're always making out like I'm the worst, and I'm always trying to control you, and I'm so mean with the taking off and putting on of tariffs all of the time, etc., etc. Why do you hate me so much? Why do you hate me so much? I'm just doing this for everyone. Be the 51st state. Why won't you just be in a relationship with me? Canada's calling out your red flags, mate. All right? The red flags in this situation, Canada can notice, okay? And that's probably because they got a big-ass red flag of their own. Okay, Canada is a tariff abuser and always has been. No. The United States is not going to be subsidizing Canada any longer. For what? Let's have a look. US Canadian subsidies. Okay, Trump claims that the bilateral US deficit in merchandise trade with Canada amounts to the US subsidizing Canada. This claim has no economic merit whatsoever. Trump literally makes up numbers, obviously, and ignores fundamental precepts of economic theory. Sorry, I just love that a university article is using phrases like, Trump literally makes up numbers. Like, it's not even, they're not, like, there's no... They can't even be academic about it because they're just having to say what it is, you know? In reality, the US benefits from the bilateral relationship at least as much as Canada does. Interesting. Yep. There's a whole bunch of bullet points down here. Let's have a look at a couple. Canada is the largest market in the world for US exports. Absolutely. We purchased $440 billion of US-made goods. The Canada-US trade relationship is among the most balanced of all major US trading partners. Yep, I'm sure it is. The bilateral deficit with Canada ranks 10th among US trading partners, accounting for only 5% of the total US trade deficit. 5%. Trump's claim that the bilateral deficit, which is what he calls US subsidies, is $200 billion is an utter fabrication. The bilateral deficit was $40 billion in 2023, according to US data, down 29% from 2022. And then it fell another 9% during 2024 as well. Wow. So yeah, they were doing a good job. They were doing a good job with the trade deficit. So again, that's just another thing that is not true. Where is it? They don't subsidize. It's a bilateral deficit in merchandise trade, which goes both ways. It absolutely goes both ways. And if it benefits anyone more, it already benefits America more. Sorry, it's this whole entire planet, not just in existence for the betterment of America. Did you guys not know that? If you didn't know, then all things, all of creation, and every cell that forms what we call Earth and all of the beings on it actually is just for the betterment of America. It's only for the improvement of America and for the use of America and Americans. And that's all that's it. Brackets, sarcasm. Okay, obviously.